How to install the HP DesignJet T950 printer series. In this video, you will see how to assemble and set up the printer. We will first unbox it. Then we will assemble the stand and finally configure the printer. The process will take about 90 minutes. Note: before you begin setting up the printer, make sure you gather all requirements. Certain assembly tasks require 3 people to complete them. Minimum space required is 3 x 3 meters, 118 by 118 in. Let's use A4 or letter as minimum requirement to perform the printhead alignment. The recommended is A3 or tabloid. Required tools: Torx T25, 1 Torx T20 key, included in the box. You will also need to connect the printer to the internet via a local area network. Note: be sure to follow the software installation instructions. Note: LAN cable not included. Important: printhead is pre-installed. Note: some bags of parts in the box have a label that shows a letter and part number. Please don't remove the bag of each part before you reach to the corresponding assemble step. To assemble the printer, you will need the following parts and items. Assembly instructions flyer. Printer. Stand parts: left bottom cross connector, A, plus right bottom cross connector, A, left front leg, B, right front leg, C, left rear leg, D, right rear leg, D, bottom cross tube, E, brackets, F, rear cross tube, G, top cross beam, H, stacker support adapters, I, left stacker adapter, J, right stacker adapter, K, stacker tray, L, sheet organizer, M, side blocker, N, U-frame, O. Screwdrivers and screws. Ink cartridges. Power cord. 1 Torx T20 key, 2 T20 screws for U-frame. Cable cover. 2 refeed preventers, only for T950 MFP. Removing the packaging. Remove the protective sheet and cut the straps. Remove the carton corners from both sides of the printer. Remove the film. Open the box and take out the pieces from the in-box material. How to assemble the printer stand. Important: some bags of parts in the box have a label that shows a letter and part number. Please don't remove the bag of each part before you reach the corresponding assembly step. Locate the screwdriver and screws. Note: there are extra screws. Note: HP recommends assembly on a table. Remove the 2 bottom cross connectors, A and A, from the box. Note: they are symmetrical. Position both bottom cross connectors, A and A, on a table with the pins/connectors of both facing inwards. How to prepare the stand assembly. Assemble the left side. Insert the left front leg, B, onto the left bottom cross connector, A. Note: the holes on the leg must face inwards. Insert the left rear leg, D, onto the left bottom cross connector, A. Note: the holes furthest from the end go at the bottom. Important: check the holes of the legs and connector align. Fix the legs in place using 2 T25 screws on each side. Assemble the right side. Insert the right front leg, C, onto the right bottom cross connector, A. Note: the holes on the leg must face inwards. Insert the right rear leg, D, onto the right bottom cross connector, A. Confirm that the holes on the legs are aligned with the holes on the bottom cross connector. Fix the legs in place using 2 T25 screws on each side. Identify the bottom cross tube, E. Note, the holes in the engraved L must face towards you. Important, note the position of the holes on the bottom cross connector, A. Insert the bottom cross tube, E, diagonally into the left bottom cross connector, A, and push it into place. Fix the bottom cross tube, E, to the left bottom cross connector using two T25 screws. Insert the bottom cross tube, E, diagonally into the right bottom cross connector, B. Fix the bottom cross tube, E, to the right bottom cross connector, B, with two T25 screws. Identify the left and right brackets, F, and the rear cross tube, G. Insert diagonally the left and right brackets, F, into the rear cross tube, G. Fix them in place using four T25 screws on each side. Place the stand upright and check that the four wheels are locked. Fix the rear cross tube, G, to the rear legs using two T25 screws on each side. Remove the top crossbeam, H, from the box. Note, a L and a R indicate the left and right side. Fix the top crossbeam, H, to the stand using four T25 screws on each side. How to assemble the stacker. Remove the stacker tray from the box. Open the small compartment located below it. Remove the four stacker support adapters, I, from the box. Remove the bag from the four stacker support adapters, I. Position the four stacker support adapters, I, on the bottom cross tube, E, insert and rotate, then slide and push to install them one by one. Note, all the stacker support adapters are the same. Make sure the four stacker support adapters, I, are correctly installed. Fix the four stacker support adapters, I, onto the bottom cross tube, E, using four T25 screws. Remove the left stacker adapter, J, and right stacker adapter, K, from the box. Position both left and right stacker adapters onto the stand. Fix the left stacker adapter, J, onto the front left leg with three T25 screws. Fix the right stacker adapter, K, onto the front right leg with 3 T25 screws. Remove the stacker tray, L, from the bag. Remove the cardboard from the stacker tray. Important, use the square finger grooves on the stacker to hold it. The black pin should be facing downward. Insert the stacker tray into the right and left stacker adapters, K and J. How to assemble the basket. Pull out the basket fabric from inside the stacker tray. Open the Velcro. Attach the basket to the bottom crosstube, E, using the Velcro strap. How to assemble the sheet organizer. Remove the sheet organizer HM from the bag and slot it into the 2 stacker support adapters at the right side of the stand. Note, for easy installation, please use the square finger grooves on the stacker to change to down position before installing the S-sheet organizer HM. Important, make sure that the sheet organizer HM also fits onto the stacker adapter pin as shown, K. Remove the packaging from inside of the sheet organizer HM. Note, for more information about a 3/tabloid or a 4/letter paper positions, refer to the user guide. Pull down the stacker tray and slot the side blocker, N, into the unused stacker support adapters at the left side of the stand. Pull up the sheet organizer, HM, until it aligns and fits with the side blocker, N, then remove the orange tape. Important, ensure that the side blocker, N, fits with the sheet organizer, M. The stacker is now assembled and should look like this. Note, for more information about stacker positions, refer to the user guide. How to assemble the printer body to the stand. Important. 2 people are required. Remove the tray and the box. Open the end caps at both sides of the printer. Important. 3 people are required. Using 2 people, lift the printer from one side, while a third person removes the end cap. Uncover the printer by tearing open and pulling down the bag. Important, 2 people are required. Note, move the printer close to the stand, then, with 2 people, lift the printer body holding it at the base. Lower the printer into position onto the top cross beam of the stand. Important, 3 people are required. Caution, take care not to catch your fingers. Use a third person to adjust the stand position and guide the printer into the correct position. From underneath, fix the printer to the stand using 2 T25 screws on the right side. Note, there are marks on the printer that indicate the position of the screws. Fix the printer to the stand using 2 T25 screws on the left side. Install the U-frame, O, onto the front of the printer and fix it in place using 2 T20 screws. Step for HP DesignJet T950 MFP printers. Locate the two refeed preventer mounts on the scanner input platen. Clip the two refeed preventers into position onto the mounts. Remove the packaging. Remove the orange tapes from the top and rear of the printer. Open the main door. Carefully rotate and remove the two pins from inside of the printer. Open the printhead carriage door and remove the foam and close back. Remove the tapes and the desiccant bag. Open the roll cover and remove the retainers. Cardboard and orange tapes. Close the roll cover. Open the tray and remove the packaging. Remove the HP Virtual Assistant label from its bag. Note, you will find both black and white labels. HP recommends to use the black label for these printer series. Attach it to the printer in a place where it can be easily seen. HP's Virtual Assistant is always there to troubleshoot issues at any time of the day or night. Connect the power cable. Connect a LAN cable, not included. Note, if you prefer to connect via Wi-Fi, then there is no need to connect the LAN cable. Follow the instructions on the control panel. Route the Ethernet cable and power cable through the cable clips. Install the cable cover. Note, make sure all covers are closed before you power on the printer. Once all the cables are connected, check that the printer is on. The control panel will now guide you through setup. Select your preferred language. Confirm the system language. Select your country and region. Connectivity setup. For connectivity setup, you have two methods: wireless or Ethernet. The printer will connect to the internet to check for required updates. Once connectivity setup finishes, the printer will automatically search for firmware upgrades if available. Ink system setup. Open the ink cartridge cover on the rear right-hand side of the printer. Insert the new ink cartridge. Make sure that you insert the ink cartridge into the slot that has a letter with the same color as the cartridge you are installing. Close the ink cover. Once the process is finished, the control panel will show a confirmation message reading "Missing ink cartridge installation successfully completed" screen. Print head alignment. Note, the printer uses the A4/letter page format for the print head alignment process. The printer will automatically calibrate for best print quality. Select the paper source and follow the control panel instructions. It's recommended to load A4 or letter on the tray to perform the print head alignment. Select the media type once the media is loaded on the tray. The printer will begin with automatic print head alignment. Once the process is finished, the control panel will let you know that the automatic print head alignment has successfully completed. Printer and software setup. The printer will automatically generate a unique pairing code to continue with the software setup. Go to hpsmart.com/go to complete printer and software setup. Note, HP Smart setup and pairing of the printer can be performed after completing the out-of-the-box. Find more helpful videos on our HP Support YouTube channel.